There are two ways for the gradebook to inform the report cards and progress reports: standards linking and field linking. First, let's start by talking about the one we did this past school year, standards linking. At the beginning of the semester, teachers duplicated the template gradebook in Illuminate. Then, through the semester, teachers created assignments which they tagged with standards. These standards would make the grades for those assignments feed into the report cards and progress reports. By the time the grading window opens, teachers have gradebooks full of standards, and they have a blank report card. That's why the first step after the grading window opens is data links. Data links took those assignments with standards and did the work of associating the scores on those assignments to clusters and to the achievement fields on the report card for you. Now you may be asking yourself, but how do I know where the standards are going on the report card? By going to the Ed Services Power School page and navigating to the Illuminate Gradebook section, you'll see on the bottom right-hand side there's a section called Standards Mapping to Report Card. By selecting the grade level, you'll be presented with a report card replica. By selecting any of the fields on the replica, you'll open up a Google Sheet with a list of all of the standards associated to that field. While I'm sure that none of this is new, let's just take a look at what this looks like in real life. So as you know, you log into Illuminate and teachers go through their gradebook and click on Create Assignment. Teachers then complete all of the required fields to set up an assignment and then scroll down to select Link Standards. From here, teachers can choose a standards collection to make it easier to find all of the standards that they might want to select. By selecting on a category of standards, they can then see that that standards collection has a number of standards associated with it. By clicking Search, they'll then be presented with all of the standards inside of that standards collection. They can select all the standards they wish and then scroll down to select Link Standards and View Assignment, or Link Standards and Return. Then when the report card window opens, there are 3 steps teachers must follow. First is data links, like we talked about before. By clicking on Grade and then selecting Data Links, teachers will then be prompted to select the appropriate grading term, hopefully it's populated for you, and then the appropriate report card, and then click Load Report Card. This will give you the ability to select all of the gradebooks you want to associate to that grading term, and then click Save Data Links. Step 2 is the entry field, where you can review all of the grades brought in from your gradebook. By clicking Grades and then clicking Entry, teachers will once again need to select the appropriate grading term and the appropriate report card, then click Load. From here, you can edit by field or by student. By clicking on student, you can see a template report card for that student. By scrolling down, you can see all of the grades that were brought in from the gradebook to the report card. By clicking on any of the fields, teachers can change a grade manually on the report card. Oftentimes, teachers wonder what assignments were associated with which standards. Teachers can go back to their gradebooks, open up the assignment tab inside of a gradebook, and then select Manage Assignments. This will give a list of all of the assignments given and which standards are associated to that assignment. This is just a nice little way to double check what standards are associated to which assignments. But I digress. The last and final step is to publish or print the report card once everything is perfect. That's essentially it. Hopefully none of that was new. All of the associating of the assignments to the report card fields are done for you through the standards. Now let's talk about the other method. Let's talk about field linking. So teachers will still be able to utilize the template gradebooks and they'll still be able to create all the assignments they wish. The biggest difference is not linking standards. Now we're linking report card fields. That means if teachers are not sure of the report card fields to choose, they might want to refer to both a progress report and a report card. This is very similar to how it was done in ORS, where teachers will need to make sure, for example, to link quarter 3 reading achievement and semester 2 reading achievement if the assignment was given within the progress term inside of quarter 3, for example. In any case, the gradebooks will have already linked the report card field, so data links won't be necessary. And then the report cards are going to look at the term inside of the assignment, and then it's going to look at all of the fields, group them together, and do all the calculations to then feed into the actual report card. So let's take a look at what the actual work process will look like in Illuminate. After logging into Illuminate, teachers will then need to click on Create Assignment, and then of course complete all the required fields inside of the assignment creation. And then instead of clicking on Link Standards, they can click on Link to Report Card and then search for fields. I typed in language, and right now we're actually inside of semester 2, so only semester 2 items came up. But if we were inside of quarter 3, we would have had semester 2 and quarter 3 options. And I selected the 2 fields that I want to populate the report card. So then when the window opens, I don't need to do my data links because I already did it. So my first step is the entry screen. By clicking on grades and then clicking on entry, just as we did before, and then making sure that I have the correct grading period and report card, and then clicking load, I can select the student I want to edit and review individually. By scrolling down, I can make sure that my grades look right. In my case, I haven't actually brought a bunch of data over, but I can still edit manually the report card this way. And then my last step is to print or publish my report card. So just an important note here is that there is no way to make sure that all of my report cards are tagged with, or all of my assignments are tagged with a report card item. You'll need to make sure in each assignment individually that they're tagged appropriately. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to leave you with these major differences. And if you have any questions, by all means, contact Syed, or you can contact Shane Pinnell or Melanie Valdez, and we'll all work together on getting back to you if you have any questions about this. Thanks.